Hi, this video gonna be about how I discovered FL Studio, how I discovered making, have accomplished great things. I have big connections with artists and producers around the world. Now I still keep working and I will keep going. This is only the beginning. So back in the days when everything was colorful, when everything was just beautiful, before COVID was even a thing. Sorry, I'll get rid of my gum so you hear me better. Yeah, before COVID existed, it was like 2019, maybe 2018. So really cool here. I was skateboarding. I was like, I don't know, 15, 14 maybe. Yeah, maybe it, somewhere in this range of years. And people were actually skateboarding. People were actually having fun. Now I see less of this in my street. But back in those days, bro, my street, my block was full of skaters, skateboarders. Not mostly they were riding scoots, and some of guys who are a little older, they were riding BMXs. Yeah, and maybe I was the only one who riding a skateboard. Nah, actually there was a second guy, and this guy put me on making beats. So this video is about just me giving a shout out to my boy, and a quick story of me trying this creative hobby. So we were skateboarding, blah blah blah, doing kickflips, just hanging around, having fun, blasting some rap ass music such as Xavier Wolf, not Xavier Bass, but Xavier Wolf, Lil Uzi, Playboy Carti, the dudes who were in the game. So I was locked in with this whole atmosphere, even though I'm from Russia, from the most eastern part of Russia. We're 1 hour flight to Japan, 1 hour flight to China. So we are really far from this American culture. Still, I was locked in from my childhood. And I cannot do a tree flip though. I can do a kick flip. I can do a kick flip with shove it. So your skateboard does a kick flip and spins around 180 degrees. This is the maximum I could have done at my age and with my capabilities, because I was like thin, maybe a little bit weak guy. Now I'm bulked up. I go to the gym. I press 100 kgs on 102 kgs, my maximum record on the bench press. I squat 100. Now I can do a tree flip. Maybe if I was skateboarding, I still have my skateboard though, but now I switched it up to surfing, so I surf. But what the fuck? I was talking about beats. Now we talking about surf. What? But this is about my hobby. But yeah, we were kind of like, yo, let's go skateboard, and he just goes out, I go out, and we having fun. We making tricks, we chatting and shit. We sitting around listening to music, drinking some, I don't know, lemonade. and some of this shit. Eating dry ramen, like ramen noodles in plastic packet. We just open it up. I don't know if y'all guys, if it was the thing in your culture, but we just open dry ass ramen noodles, so they're like solid. Open the spices, throw the spices on the shit, on the noodles, and we just ate it dry. And it was yummy. Yeah, and that guy, his name is Alexis. You can search it in Instagram. He is making Russian videos about style, about fashion designers and so on. Yeah, he lives in Moscow right now. He studies there in university. He's a little more older than me though. He's a great guy. So back in those days, he told me, not actually told me, we were just locked in, and I said, what's your Instagram? Let me follow you. You're just a great guy. We were friends. So yeah, I followed him, and I see that he creates music, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. I fuck with beats, I fuck with rappers, I fuck with Playboy Carti, and back on those days, he did all of that. He made some Carti, Uzi type beats, and I was like, yo, that's actually kind of hard. I want to do the same. So I asked him, what is the program? Where can you make those beats? Or I just Googled it, I don't know. But yeah, he was the guy who showed me that this is the thing, that you can actually create your own music. Yes, Carti can make his own music, Uzi can make his own music, but you can too. And I was so motivated, so like hyped up, and I downloaded FL Studio for the first time, and it was like from those memes where you open FL Studio and you see a plane cockpit with all of those buttons, tumblers and everything. And it was like that. It felt like this. But yeah, and from this day I was shocked. I watched a lot of tutorials on how to make beats, on how to place a kick, how to place a hi-hat, how to make a melody. First I started drumming loops of others, so I didn't make no melodies, because how the fuck I know music, basic music theory, without no experience. So yeah, I was just drumming someone's loops. Then I more and more started to implement my own melodies in my beats. But it was so ass that, I don't know, maybe 5 to 7 times I thought about quitting, and I quit for maybe a month, maybe 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks. I was like pissed off by my beats because they were so ass. But I don't know, like I quit making them because they were ass. But 2 weeks passes and I was like, yo, this is kind of drug. I don't know, I feel addicted to it. Yes, my my beats sound ass. My beats sound disgusting. They don't sound like beats actually. They are just like a sum of different sounds, and they don't work. My beats didn't work, but I was very addicted to it. I don't know what is it. I don't know how. Like, I can't even imagine why I was addicted to it, but I was. And I kept going back to it. I kept trying making beats again and again, but it was so addictive. Again, I could have made like beats for 1 month. Then out of a sudden I'm like, oh, my shit sounds so ass. I don't like my beats. Fuck it. There are dudes who make those beats way harder than me, way cooler. Their melody sound very, very unique, and I'm ass. I don't want to make it. And I just quit. But I thought that I quit for what is that called? I thought that I quit, like I will not do it for the rest of my life. So, but somehow I managed to lock in again after 2 weeks. I don't know how it worked, but it worked. So I was just trying shit for the past for 2 years, and only then I created my shunk personality, my shunk brand. Yes, I kinda think of myself as a brand, because why not? You're a content creator, UGC, like people love to say, but everyone was a UGC before even this thing existed, because UGC means user generated content. The fuck, when you downloaded Instagram and you was uploading back on those days pictures of your friends, saying this is hashtag friends, hashtag 2016, back on those days, the fuck, you tell me this is not user generated content? It is. So this word is just fucking Instagram gurus slang. Everyone is UGC now. Your grandma post on Facebook, she's UGC, content creator. The fuck? But yeah, now I got to the point where Shunk is my producer name, where I have big connections, when I have producer and artist friends all around the world, bro. United States, different states of America, so much states, I don't know, I'm not really tapped in with state geography in America, but there are a lot of it. Friends that live there. Europe, Spain, London, just overall UK. Some people from Turkey, France, Italy, Japan, South Korea, Australia, Canada. Yeah, there is a lot. Ukraine, Russia, Kazakhstan. By the way, yeah, our friend nations. Nah, all of the nations are friendly. I fuck with all nations and all countries. The fuck you mean our friendly nations, Kazakhstan and Ukraine? The fuck? Everyone is a brother. Everyone is a friend. Fuck politics. I don't fucking I hate politics. Why the fuck you tell me, oh, Ukraine are not our friends, United States our enemies, UK, Europe, all of this shit is an enemy, is a huge enemy. The fuck? Why the fuck? Oh, I have people all around the world watching me. You tell me you are my enemies? Shit. What? This is nonsense. How the fuck you are enemies to me? You just exist. How can you be an enemy for the world, for the political state? You just jerk your shit off, make some beats, eat some food, and nah, maybe you don't jerk your shit off, but I don't know. I don't know you, bro. But I think you're a chill guy. So how the fuck can you be an enemy? You are a chill guy who is locked in with beats, who is locked in with making music. So yeah, fuck politics.